That 6 months, I've spent so much time on screen that I had to forego a lot of things to do. I had to forego a lot of other cards to buy. I wasn't patient then. Now I know it's gonna come. I wished I held on to that. Malaysians are actually quite strong, sleeping only like 4 hours a day, everything is on you.
The interview started, so thank you for your time for coming for this interview. So I wanted to make it more exciting as well as emotional. So I wish to understand more about you. Can you just briefly introduce to us about the viewer? Like who are you and why are you doing what you are doing?
Right. So I'm Heng, and I manage CardHobby Malaysia. So this venture started actually back in 2024 when I started doing cards and comics back in Amcot Mall. The hobby actually started when I was in Melbourne studying, and I fell in love with collecting Pokemons at first. And after that, I kind of lost interest in Pokemons and TCG, and I went into sports and memorabilia. So right now, we are experts in the sports industry, and then we collect jerseys, football boots, and sports cards.
I see. Then here comes the question because you mentioned a few points. Right, you came from Melbourne and you've been exposed a lot of different kind of things. So here comes the question, right? We wish to understand more about you because now I think Car Hobby is doing very great in terms of its both the average in Malaysia. So who are you when you are not a shop owner, not a collector, not someone with status?
I wouldn't say I'm anyone honestly, because I am who I am today because obviously, thankfully to my parents as well. And if I'm not a shop owner, not a collector, I guess just a normal commoner. I guess just someone is trying to get to where I want to be.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, then in terms of when you're doing that and now you become more like I can say a boss or partner level. So what common mistake do you see for the new seller or collector that they're making? Or how they can even avoid the mistake?
So in the collecting space, the word collection is already there. So obviously, when you buy something, you
Mm-hmm.
must hold it.
Mm.
So a lot of mistakes that people do in this market this time around is that when people buy, it's either that they use too much money, excessive money to buy the products, and then when they need cash, they sell it straight away on a loss.
Okay.
So, I think that is one of the biggest things that is happening in this market. Because as a collector, not a dealer, because a dealer would flip, a collector would
Mm-hmm.
hold.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is one of the greatest problems that's around me right now.
Okay. Then here comes another question that when you do mention few things, you started to you started as a collector, then you started into the business line of this one, and you also see the common mistake the seller or the collector makes. I think sometimes we do make the mistake as well.
Definitely,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
we also make the mistake
definitely.
as well. So the next question come here is that do you feel you build this life or you actually escape into it?
I would definitely say I built this life because it's my hobby. It's what I like. Like everyone likes
Yeah.
cards, collecting cards and whatnot, playing games and etc. I guess this is just doing what I like. This is doing what I love. I mean, they say if you're doing what you love, it's not actually working. So I guess it's
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
to me it's fun. You get to meet a lot of new people. You get to explore a lot of things. Fortunately enough, thankfully, I was able to travel more and more for different exhibitions and shows. So that is a big bonus on my end.
Can you
So
mention to us like what is the most memorable exhibition or the people that you met?
I think I can say the exhibition in Macau.
Okay.
It's called ASCC, Asia Sports Collectors Convention.
Mm-hmm.
So it is one of the largest shows in in Asia actually. Yeah. So they had a lot of basketball players came. So recently they had like Shaquille O'Neal and Jalen Brown. So I mean, getting to meet those players when doing this job, as well as traveling overseas, that is just that's just mind blowing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got you. When was that?
That was last year, October.
Last year. Oh, just not. It's just
Yep.
new. It's just
Yeah, it's
new.
very new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then okay, let's carry on. Then when you talk about the experience, I think especially for your case is that you experience hobbies more than financial, because as we know in nowadays you want to enjoy the hobby, it's not that easy, but I think you build that platform and the life that you have now is already let you enjoy the hobby without stress. I would
Definitely. Yeah.
say, yeah. So can I ask you what did collecting give you before it give you money?
It gave me patience, a
Patient.
lot
Okay.
of patience.
Okay.
So, because previously, prior to me starting in the collectibles industry, uh, I, I didn't have much patience. Because so my first collection was the Fusion Strike and Evolving Skies. So I mean, I hoped and I I wished I held on to that collection because previously when I bought like one or two cartons of Evolving Skies back in Melbourne from EB Games,
Okay.
they only cost like I think 4 or 5 thousand ringgit per carton. I wished I held on to them. Yeah. So patience actually taught this industry actually taught me a lot of patience to actually hold and wait. Yeah, don't rush into things.
Mm-hmm.
So when the longer you wait in collectible industry, the bigger it pays.
So I would say the biggest thing you get from collecting is patience itself.
Patience.
Did you get Andre?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Now I get your feeling.
Yeah.
Now I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need patience. Right. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you something more abstract. Okay. It's more abstracting questions. If your younger self, okay, walk into your shop today like CardHobby, what would you feel as a younger self?
Oh, if I was in my younger self without knowing that I would be here, I would definitely be mind blown. Like, wow, who can do this? I mean, it's not to say that I'm boasting, but it's like the achievement that I don't actually gradually see, and I actually get to see it now. Is
Mm,
actually very like I feel really thankful. I didn't expect this life. Yeah,
okay.
but I gradually had to see it come up to the point where I can be proud of it and I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Okay.
So if my younger self comes in here saying wow, I think that's when you should get to work. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely. Yeah. Okay, then now continue on that. Do you believe collecting is more about memory or control or love?
Actually, three. I would say three.
Okay.
So I would say for the love for passion on the things that you're doing, the memories that you have attached to the products that you bought.
Mhm.
Maybe it be your first card, your most expensive card, uh, the card that took you the longest time to acquire, and whatnot. I think three of them actually makes the more sense if it's if it's that to say. Yeah.
I hear you. Now, have you been to Japan for
Yes, actually once only, but not for shows. Not
not
yet.
for shows?
Yeah.
Right. I think you also might quite familiar with many others branch, right? And also countries. What can Malaysia learn from Japan collecting culture?
So I mean, I don't know so much about Japanese culture and collecting Pokemon cards, but
Mhm.
I can rest assured to say that Malaysians are actually quite strong in
Okay.
what they collect and then how they buy, sell, and trade cards. So we had a show last year in May that we did ourselves. So over there, I can actually see a lot of like the collected datas that Malaysians how they buy and sell and trade. It was actually quite surprising, mind blowing actually. So, like honestly, millions get traded every day during the show. No
Every
joke.
day.
Yeah, every day.
Okay.
So, given that, I think Malaysia has a really, really strong buying power for TCG.
Okay, so then I have another question. Then when you talk about the buying power, because you see in the US country, in the Western country, they have more. I would say almost every week they do have the exhibition,
Definitely,
right?
yeah.
But in Malaysia, it's like the most I can see is I think now it's increased, but I think last few years like two to four maximum per year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think what you're referring to is because Malaysia, they only have a certain large show a year. But actually, in Malaysia, they do have a lot of small shows
Okay.
almost every week, almost. But it's just that we don't know. Sometimes it's in the shopping malls. Sometimes it's probably who knows where. But
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there are shows every week.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you definitely can compare it to the U.S. market
Mm-hmm.
because Pokemon, obviously Pokemon came from Japan, but U.S. in 1999 they got the rights to manufacture Pokemon cards. And
Oh.
actually,
Okay.
so Pokemon got it's like a staple of investment in the US market. So I think Malaysia is slowly pivoting into that direction.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll see.
Okay. So I think it's advice to me for to assume that your understanding towards the collecting culture from Japan, you are more familiar with US side, am I right?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay. So how do in the US, how do communities deal with the scalper and how do they protect genuine collectors?
So for me, from my point of view, I would say that I mean everyone hates scalpers, especially
Yeah.
collectors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because collectors you want to get something. But honestly, scalpers are the only main reason why the cards are so high in prices, and
Okay.
that benefits collectors a lot. If you think about it, if you don't have any politics in the Pokemon or TCG industry, the prices will just be there.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't get like recently just sold the 500,000 US first edition Charizard.
Yes.
You won't have a $5 million right now bidding a Logan Paul Pikachu. If there's no politics, there's no money.
I
I
see.
mean, it's not politics on like governmental side, but politics in Pokemon itself. So you're talking about scalpers, collectors, dealers.
So is it right for us to conclude that for a collector perspective towards the scalper situations, we can only see at sometimes having a I won't say good or bad political thing happening, but without it, there won't be raising price or even lower the price. Are you trying to say something like that?
Yeah. So I can say that because I'm a collector myself.
Mm-hmm.
I really hate scalpers because
Okay.
because
Yeah.
you do know that people in the US when they go to Target, you see people fighting over like a few products
Yes. 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 Yes.
and whatsoever. I mean, it's sure they want to flip the products, but for us, I mean, as much as I hate scalpers, I would just take some time to acquire it, even though if I need more money to acquire
Mm-hmm.
than initially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because at the end of the day, it's part of collecting. There's ups, there's downs. At the end of the day, you get what you want, get what you like. It's not just for the money. So yeah.
yes, that's why the upcoming question is very interesting for you to answer. I'm not sure will it troubles you. What message? Okay, in the situation of what we are talking now, there's couple, there's private raise and high, there's even country categorize it into stock sometimes. What message would you give to a 15 years old Malaysian collector about what is possible in this journey of collectible?
What is possible?
Yeah.
I would definitely say don't try too hard to get what you want because at the end of the day, it will come. It definitely will come.
Okay.
Don't go chase it. If you chase it, you're gonna waste time, you're gonna waste money, you're gonna waste this and that. Wait for it. Be patient. Back to the second topic. Be patient. It's gonna come.
Can you elaborate more on being patient of getting what they want?
So, for example, I've been in a hunt for a card actually. So it's not a famous. Okay, so this is basketball card. It's not a really famous player. It's a rookie year, 2024-25. It's Jacoby Walter.
Mm.
So I have been in a hunt for his Logoman Auto. So that's called it RPA as well. Logoman usually goes for a lot of money. So I've been waiting for almost 6 months, chasing it through and whatnot, eBay and CardHobby app, and going to a lot of shows. At the end of the day, what happened was someone just came to me and offered me the card. I was like, what the hell?
Really?
So yeah,
Okay.
so I've learned something from there. On that 6 months, I've spent so much time on screen that I had to forego a lot of things to do. Like so to do means like I had to forego a lot of other cards to buy. Yeah. So I wasn't patient then. Now I know it's gonna come. Even though if it doesn't come to you, it will come to someone else that will come to you. Or you will see it. Yeah. Be
Okay.
patient.
Cool. Who paid the price for your ambition?
I guess myself. Because even though I am really lucky to have been born into a family that is quite comfortable, but I would never want to think that way. Because I've been brought into this life for one purpose, and that purpose is to deliver it for the next generation. That's it. Because if I were to sit at home, start shaking my legs, and sleep till like 4 p.m., God knows what I'm gonna be. So I guess it's myself. This is my ambition. This is what I like.
Mm.
So I have to work for it. And if I don't, other people will.
So continue on that route that you say you're the one who paying the price. Then what part of yourself did you have to silence to succeed? That's something that cannot share to other people. It can be pain, it can be struggle.
Honestly, it's I wouldn't say pain, struggle probably a little bit, but hard work. So countless days of sleeping only like 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day. You have to manage so many things. Everything is on you. It's just like, for example, running a business, you might think that you can hire people to do accounting, can hire people to do stock take, hire people to do sales, this and that. But honestly, at the end of the day, everything draws back to you. You start something, you get it done, everything has to do with you. You can't just start something, hire someone, throw it back to them. If the accounting goes wrong,
Mm-hmm.
it's back to you. If the sales goes wrong, it goes back to you.
Mm.
Customer relations goes wrong, it goes back to you. Because you are the one controlling it. You're the one that owns it. So, yeah,
It's like
everything
one of the
falls onto you.
accountabilities, right?
Yeah, responsibility. Actually, yeah.
Cool. Then, okay, this one is a quite in-depth question. Have you ever felt empty standing inside your own success when the point you reach?
Honestly, yes, I have actually felt a lot of days where I'm quite lost. Like,
Oh,
I would ask myself, why am I doing this? Even though I'm not that successful. Come on, I mean, there's so many people more successful. I wouldn't even count myself as successful. I'm just trying, like everyone else is. So sometimes I would feel lost, like I feel empty. But sometimes I would feel very happy because you make a big sale, you got a cut you want. So there's bad side, there's good side. So sometimes if you put it in between, average it out, honestly, it's along the way, just go with the flow. Don't change your direction, don't change too much. Just go with the flow, everything will fall into place.
have you ever felt inferior compared to the others?
No,
Not at all.
not at all.
Mm.
Because we're all equal. We're all in the same industry. Should treat one another exactly with the same respect.
That's great. So, continuing that, you see, we talk about responsibilities. So, what responsibility do you feel towards the young collector who look up to you?
Um, in this industry, I guess, responsibility wise, take it easy. Like, feel free, take it easy, don't stress too much. There isn't a lot of responsibility that you have to do if you are, coming in as a collector. But obviously, if you start a business with it, then obviously you have a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah.
But as a collector, young people, take it slow. Be responsible with your money. I guess that's all.
Great, great, great. Because I think while you are doing big, many people will actually like inspired by you. So you can look that in your Instagram DMs because usually that's where people look for you.
Right.
Hey, I want to learn from you. Hey, that's where people like sometimes get ignored. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
You can have them go through the message. It's gonna be helpful a lot in the
That's right.
journey. Yeah. Wait, here comes the thing. It's like after you say so much, you also explore other countries. Then why does your shop need to exist in Malaysia as well?
That's because it's not that in Southeast Asia we are not supplying a few different products like panini and tops.
Mm-hmm.
Because panini and tops, by the way, are the manufacturers for basketball, baseball, football, soccer, women's soccer, and other sports cards. So it's just to say that because we are actually mainly a marketplace like eBay, and we want to expand our reach into the Southeast Asian side because the closest shop that is next to us is Hong Kong,
Mm-hmm.
then it's going to be in China,
Mm-hmm.
and then in Europe, and then in America.
I see. Cool. Then here got the last two questions. I think I'm not sure have you think of this before. If everything you build, like you mentioned to me just now, disappear tomorrow, okay? What what will still make your life meaningful? What
The
do you think?
ambition to start again. If I lose everything tomorrow, I'll start again.
Same thing,
Same.
same route.
I'm not going to change it. If you put your focus 100% into this, nothing should change it.
Not even into the other industry.
No.
Nothing. Cool.
Why? I mean, because this is what you like. If you get benefits from it, I mean, not money. My benefits is that I get to explore the world, and that's free.
Mm.
Free as in my company, I bring my company along to explore the world. So that is something that people could only dream of. You know, like who doesn't like traveling?
Yeah.
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 Everyone likes to explore new places. Get to know new people from different cultures and whatnot. So I think that's a really big bonus. So if I were to lose everything tomorrow, I would start again.
You will definitely start.
Definitely start again.
When your name is forgotten and your shop is gone, like I mentioned, what part of you that you still hope live inside someone else?
I would say probably the memories that actually I bring to people when I'm doing shows. So I could say
Mm.
what do you call that word when when you enjoy that moment?
The joy.
Probably, yeah, the joy.
Okay.
The joy in me. I hope people remember the joy in me that I can bring out to other people as well.
The smile, the
Definitely.
moments.
That's what's most important to me.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Because without that, a lot of things you can't do.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I think that also part of success, right?
Yeah.
When you think about.
Be happy of what you do. Yeah.
Okay,
Definitely.
now I think our interview was moved on. Do you have any last message to, I don't know, someone might pop up to watch a YouTube videos, right, or when I share in a group or TikTok, who can be anyone? What is the last message you want to have?
Take it slow. Don't rush into things. Do what you like. Make sure you do it properly. Be responsible with your money. If you're starting one, be responsible. Don't ever go over your limit. Yeah.
Great.
Well, thank you.
Deshaun and
Thanks.
thanks, man. Thanks. Okay, cool. Okay, please have a drink first.
Yeah.
I think you talk a lot. Hold on,
Cool. One take. Nice.
Yes.